everyone, welcome back to the Urban Decay boutique here on Grafton Street. My name's Amy McKnight, I'm a senior makeup artist here for Urban Decay. And today I'm going to be showing you our brand new Naked Reloaded palette. So our Naked Reloaded palette contains 12 universally flattering shades from silky mattes, smooth satins, microfine shimmers and playful glitters. We've also added our 4 key shades in larger pans for maximum use to make sure that you don't hit pan anytime soon. So I'm going to get started with our day look now. The first product that I'm going to use is our original eyeshadow primer. So no look would be complete without eyeshadow primer from Urban Decay. This is absolutely amazing for keeping the eyeshadow waterproof, crease free, and also keeps the eyeshadow on for up to about 24 hours. Your eyeshadow will stick to this exactly like Velcro. It's absolutely phenomenal, it just does not move. So I'm going to take a little bit just from the applicator and I'm going to buff that in across the eyelid and also bring that up towards the brow bone. You want to make sure you've covered absolutely everywhere for maximum coverage and to make sure your shadow does not move. Once I've placed my eyeshadow primer down exactly where I want it, I like to go back over that just with a blending brush to pat that right in to the eye. The brush that I'm using for this is our iconic shadow brush. So it's really nice and you can use it for so many things. All of our brushes here at Urban Decay are synthetic because we are an animal cruelty free brand, so we do not test any of our products on animals, and we're also 75% vegan too. So I'm now going to start with the shade Boundaries, and I'm going to use my Smokey Crease brush to apply this. This brush is absolutely phenomenal for all blending work that you're going to do. So the shade Boundaries is a really nice silky kind of matte neutral shade, and what I'm going to do with this is I am going to start to place this along the crease area and also along the kind of socket bone. This is going to work as the perfect transition shade so that all the rest of our shadows will blend up towards this. So I'm just using really light windshield kind of wiper motions to blend that in. I really like to place the product down first and then I will go back over to blend it out with the brush. And now that we have that eyeshadow primer on, the shadow just automatically sticks and grabs directly onto the eye. So once I have that shade down, I'm going to go back in again with the Smokey Crease brush and I'm going to use the shade Blur. And this is one of the first shades in the palette. And I'm just going to use that shade to blend out the edges and make sure everything is really nice and seamless. So now I'm taking my Tapered blending brush and I'm going to pop this with the shade Boundaries right underneath the lower lash line. And I'm keeping that tight to the lower lash line as well. And what I like to do then is I'm just connecting that right into the crease of the eye. So now to deepen up the crease, I'm going to go in with the shade Booked. This is also another matte neutral. And I'm going to take this again on the Tapered blending brush. And I'm going to work that more so into the crease, just below the transition shade. And this is going to add a little bit more definition to the eye. I'm now going to take the shade Barely Baked on my ring finger and I'm going to just apply this directly across the lid. This is that perfect neutral gold that will work with any eye look. I find sometimes using your fingers for shimmers is absolutely perfect because it'll just help melt the product perfectly into the eye. The natural oils in your fingers will really grab that product. I'm now going to take our Moondust Brush and I'm going to go in just now with the shade Distilled, which is a shimmery brown, and I'm just going to pat that along the outer third of the eye, slightly along the lash line. Now guys, to finish off our day look, I'm going to go in with a light coat of our Perversion mascara. Perversion mascara is triple black pigments, so a little bit really does go a long way with this. It contains amazing ingredients like marine glycogen that helps promote the growth of eyelashes, also honey extract as well. So guys, that is the completed day look. I'm now going to go in with some of the deeper shades from the Naked Reloaded palette to really amp this up and add extra dimension to take you from day to night. I'm now going to go in and deepen up the eyes. I'm going to take the shade Endgame, which is a really deep matte brown. I'm just tapping off the excess, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to pat this onto the outer corner of the eye and right up into the crease in that kind of a V shape. And I'm patting this on because I really want the most intensity in the outer corner. Once I have that shade placed exactly where I like it, I'm going to go in with the Tapered blending brush, and I'm going to use this to blend out the edges and really keep this nice and smoky in the crease. So just buffing that in to the crease shade that we had to keep everything nice and smoky. I'm just going to now take our blush brush and dust away any fall down. And now I'm going to take the shade Burn, which is a really soft shimmer. It's a gorgeous copper colour, and I'm going to take that again just onto my ring finger, and I'm going to apply that directly across the lid, just on top of that gold that we used earlier on. And this is going to add a little bit more depth. I'm now going to take our detailed smudger, and I'm going to go in with this now just to slightly blend out the shade Burn in towards the inner corner. I'm going to go back in with the shade Barely Baked, that lovely gold we used earlier on, and I'm going to start to merge those two shades together. I'm now going to take our 24/7 Glide On eye pencil in the shade Perversion. This is my ultimate favourite black eye pencil. There is no other black eyeliner that is as dark as Perversion. Perversion is triple black pigments like the mascara. It is so creamy and easy to apply. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that liner just across the lash line, and don't worry about your liner being too precise or anything like that, because we are going to blend this out onto the lid of the eye. The eyeliners are virtually waterproof, so they will not budge on the eye. You have about 20 to 30 seconds to blend these out if you like before they set to be waterproof. So I'm now going to go in with our Tightline brush, and I'm going to just take this right along that liner and kind of drag it up slightly, but just to blend everything out and keep that really nice and smoky. When I am using Perversion, I really like to do one eye at a time, especially with our 24/7 pencils, because they do set to be waterproof, so you want to give yourself a little bit of time before one eye sets and dries so that you can go in and blend out the other eye. For extra dimension, I am going to go in now and define the waterline of the eye with the Perversion pencil. So I'm just going to look up towards the mirror, And I like to go in and kind of angle the liner down, just to ensure I can get right into the waterline without that feeling uncomfortable. And then I'm going to go back in with the Tightline brush with that shade Endgame that we used in the outer corner, and I'm going to use that to run that right underneath the Perversion pencil and make sure everything's nice and blended and smoky. I'm now going to go back in with our Moondust brush and just a touch of the shade Endgame, that matte brown, and I'm going to again just run that underneath the liner and the shadow on the lower lash line to make sure everything is really nice and blended and smoky. I'm now going to go in and highlight the inner corner with the shade Angel Fire. This is one of our microfine shimmers, and I'm going to pop that just onto the inner corner, and it has an absolutely beautiful pink iridescence to really bring out the inner corner of the eye. I'm now going to take the shade Bribe, which is the matte cream in the palette, and I'm just going to take this slightly underneath the brow bone to highlight and lift the brow. So now guys, to finish off the night look, I am going to go in with another coat of the Perversion mascara to really define the eye look. No look would be complete at Urban Decay without our all-nighter setting spray. So I'm going to pop this on all over the skin in an X and a T. To really make sure that I've got absolutely everywhere, and everywhere is set for up to 16 hours. This guy contains our amazing temperature controlling technology, so it basically freezes the makeup onto the skin. It is absolutely phenomenal. So guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to pop in to the Urban Decay boutique here on Grafton Street to achieve your naked reloaded look.